Interagency Memorandum of Agreement, Cross-Modal Hazard Material Inspection Enforcement. Purpose of the memorandum agreement itself is specific coordination guidelines with the Department of Transportation Operation Administration with the Hazardous Materials Civil Enforcement Authority, fostering cooperation, sharing information, outline operating administrations, agencies specifically responsible for the department, striving to increase efficiency with the hazmat inspection enforcement program. Parties to the memorandum agreement: Federal Aviation, Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration, Federal Railroad, Pipeline Hazard Material Safety Administration, Director of Office, Secretary, Director of Office Safety, Energy, and Environment, the Operational Administration of the Department, Operating Administration of the Department of Transportation, responsible for conducting inspection, civil enforcement program, hazard material of the Transportation Law, Title 49, U.S. Code 5101, hazard material regulation, Title 49, 171 through 180, adopted over the prior to August 15, 2000. Each of the five operating administrations of the U.S. Coast Guard transferred to the Department of Homeland Security March 2003. Authority addressed for the memorandum agreement has been delegated to promote a specific enforcement authority program like clearly define the department-wide approach with according to the cooperating cross-module violation discovery. Certain needs, including with the carriership of the freight forward for the subject enforcement of the operating administrator, may also occasion the operating administrator to conduct joint operations. Furthermore, inspection investigation one operating administration may produce information or evidence that might be in the traditional authority of or more appropriately handled by another operating administration. August 15, 2000, Final Rule 65 Federal Register 49763 redelegated authority to strive with effective with operating administration, allow the inspect complying with the hazmat material regulation, transport modes with a broadened authority with the operating administration, becoming effective with the coordinate each other and improve the efficiency with the inspection enforcement programs, trying with the enhanced overall with the enforcement effort with the department of final rule with authority delegated to undersecretary with the policy previously associated with deputy secretary with the director intermodulism who created with the position of the department of the intermodal hazmat material program authority to serve as the secretary principal advisor intermodal hazmat policy objectives to resolve the disputes of the between operating administrations of the director of the Office of Safety, Energy, and Environment, assumed the responsibility previously assigned with the director of the IHHP, the Intermodal Hazmat Material Management Program. The memorandum of agreement clarified with the affected operating administrator with the best achieve the intent final rule establishing being slung cross-module policy with the inspection enforcement procedure with the inspector of the hazmat program and attorneys with this will ensure the most effective use of the Department of Transportation human resources to provide regulatory and ensure with a good government approach with the hazmat enforcement. Authority heads of the four of the operating administration delegated authority to carry over the compliant function vested within Secretary of the Federal Hazmat Material Transportation Laws amended relating to the investigation records prior to the penalty and specific relief. Federal Aviation Administration Title 49 17147 K with a particular emphasis for the transportation shipment of hazmat material by air FHMSCA. Title 49 173D a particular emphasis for the transportation shipment of hazmat material with the highway included manufacture, fabrication, making, and maintenance, reconditioning, repair, testing, continuing with the representative of the marks and certified sole of the bulk transportation hazmat material by highway. The FRA Title 49 149S with a particular emphasis of the transportation shipment of the hazmat material railroad, including manufacture, fabrication, making, maintenance, reconditioning, repair with the testing with the conveyors represented. Marked and certified sole of the use of the bulk petroleum hazmat material by railroad. PHMSA Title 49 153B with a particular emphasis of the shipment of hazmat material with manufacture, fabrication, marking, maintenance, reconditioning, repair, testing, multi-module containers represented with the mark certified and sold for the use of the transportation hazmat material. Further, the Secretary delegated with the following responsibility under Secretary of Policy summarized with the task of the position of the Office of Secretary, Energy and Environment. Staff under Secretary of the Policy Title 49 174 with the Secretary Principal Advisor with the Intermodal Hazmat Issue Policy Prime Authority's objective of the resolve of the dispute among the operating administration with the review of the monitoring operating administration activities coordinated with the Assistant Secretary of the Budget Program supply with the resource of the coordinated outreach of the data activities just of the Coordination, cooperation. Party agreed with the coordinate with the cooperate with each other to the maximum extent possible. The following area with the hazmat material inspection enforcement. Areas of specialty. With the area of specialties, traditional operating administrative. With the areas of the expertise shall be handled only with the specific operation administrative. With the duty with the special with the training with the other factors. Inspector investigative with the other operating administration initiative with the inspection investigation areas with the specific specialty. If the discrepancy with the discovered during the inspection investigation indicate with a possible violation with another operating administration area specialty with a portion inspection investigation will be forwarded to the operating administrator for the area specialty with the only exemption if there was a specific agreement between the operating administration along with the discovered the operating administration inspection with the investigate area with the specialty with the recognized specialty should be handled with the designated operating area FCMA Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration Cargo Tank Manufacturer Inspection Test and Repair Facility FRA all passenger cargo carrying rail cars include rail specific transportation vehicles tank car manufacturer qualification repair testing inspection maintenance PHMSA cylinder other modules containing the manufacturer retester the dome conditioning non-bulk package manufacturer third party non-bulk party certifiers Federal Aviation Administration all passenger cargo carrying air container carriers include the passenger check with the carry back package cargo containers unloaded device loading handling procedure repair facilities inspection and investigation generally the operating administration focus with the inspection investigation active with the tradition area of the operation for the FMCA Federal Motor Carrier Safety Administration continue with the inspection roadside ever the tracking with the company the FRA will continue with the inspection for the rail yards rail shippers etc. for the operating administration for the obligation outlined with the paragraph 1 through 3 below within the course of the normal activity the inspector with the investigator with the discover the information indicate with the possible violation has been material regulation person for the end use with the non-compliance is outside of the area specialty with the discover the operation administration probably any legal enforcement action with inspection investigators will take with the following steps direction when possible to discover the inspector investigator will give an oral written notice for the shipper and for the carrier of the agent ship within the compliance with the further movement they can show the willful violation subject to the possible criminal enforcement action for the inspector not obligated to the ownership within one notice for the given no such from the notice nor with the inspector investigator shall immediately contact appropriated to the operator the administrator of the program manager list in the appendix with the addresses phone number with the numbers listed with the hazmat material employee resource book on posted internet over the hazmat.gov pubs free HMPE resource handbook PDF. Documentation if the inspector investigator is made aware of the initial oral written notice for the ship that re-enter for the transportation discover the inspector investigator record the discover the discrepancy writing his or her agency form record shall include all of the normally collected information for all of the future investigation on the matter of the record discrepancy with the effect of the made as possible there was no case longer than 30 days following the event intervention if the inspector investigator objectively reasonably articulately with the belief of the discrepancy with the main constitute with the recognizable imminent threat of the public safety with the lack of the action with the result of the loss of life and injury he or she will immediately contact the supervisor of the legal counsel of the program officer of the traditional operating administrator to determine the court under Title 49 U.S. Stand Code 51.2b with the sufficient evidence except with the civil action appropriate U.S. District Court suspended to restrict with the transportation has been material with the responsibilities and responsible heads for the take action with the traditional operating administrator is authorized to take under the authority Title 49 U.S. Stand Code 200-104 inspector investigator of the document circumstances of the justify the notification traditional operating administration legal counsel program office coordinating enforcement prior to recommending civil penalty action with impact area authority with the area special with the operating administration seek with a recommending the civil penalty contact with the appropriate field office to the impact of the office of operating administration with the deficiencies discover the result of the legal enforcement action with the scope of the operating administration contact appropriate field those described in paragraph 1 above with the notice for the concerned operating administration for the discovered case does not interfere with the ongoing action but does not interfere with the discovered operating administration know that the traditional operating administration taking enforcement action describe the violation being cited with the traditional operating administration who have the ongoing the discovered operating administration for forward evidence of the traditional operating administration protects FDI with notification shall be made by email. Data collection, operating administration contributed to the inspection exemption with an intent of the registration approval of the record of the close of the final enforcement information with the intermodal hazmat materials data system in accordance with the procedure that contained with the July 17, 2000 directive with entitled with the implementation record procedure with the data entry with the unified chip of the database hazmat material enforcement actions joint operation cooperation each operation administrator to cooperate with a joint inspection training activity other operating administrator the opportunities arise promote the inspector safety to maintain instructional knowledge joint Inspection teams always include the member over the operating administration's traditional authority over the physical area involved, the FRA, railroads, FHMSA, roadside inspections, for the operating administration provide with a personal appear with a witness for each of those enforcement hearings with an issue of the country corroborative evidence. Agency reorganization, the issue with the amendments, it was assumed the practical operating administrator to notify with a member of the operating administration of the reorganization, dramatic change with the policy, proceed with anything that may affect the United cross-functional nature of the memorandum of agreement, addition, modification of the memorandum of agreement initiated to provide with the operating administrator that any time will become effective agreement with the writing and all parties with effect for the expiration dates. Memorandum of agreement cross-module has material inspection enforcement approved with the signature of the listed below expires on December 31st, 2001. We have Lynn A. Osmus, William Payton, Daniel C. Smith, Robert A. McGuire, Linda L. Lawson. And then we'll read page 6, and Memorandum of Agreement between the U.S. Department of Transportation and the United States Coast Guard regarding hazmat material transportation.